Yep, so hi guys, it's the middle of week 6 of my 75 soft challenge. Unfortunately, the daily shorts did kind of take a bit of a nosedive. I found I wasn't really doing much and they were getting very repetitive, and it was mainly only the food I was eating. So I've decided to knock those on the head for a little bit. I might try go back to short form content at some point if I can find something interesting to film. As I said, it's the halfway point, so I thought I would do a little bit of a check-in with my 75 soft challenge. So I'm going to take you on the day in my life, as it were, today for the midweek. I did take some new progress video this morning, the same as I took at the very beginning, so I'll be sharing that with you later. And I will be generally doing a bit of a catch-up as to how the first half of the challenge has gone and what I'm going to be concentrating on for the second half of the challenge. But for now, it's first thing in the morning. I've just got in the car and it's time for me to go to work because I am running slightly late. So I will catch up with you later. Bye for now. Yep, so hi guys, I'm back again. I meant to be out on my lunchtime walk, but as you can probably tell by the state of this window, I am not going out in this weather for a walk. So I am currently sitting in my car eating my lunch just to get away from the screens for a little bit. And I thought I'd do a little bit more of an update for you for the halfway point of my 75 soft challenge. So as for all my rules that I've put in, although they're not really rules, they're just like the tasks that I'm trying to do, I thought I'd go through them and say which I'm finding easier and which I'm finding harder to do, and what I might be changing in my next round of 75 soft, medium, whatever I decide to call it next time. So the first task I set myself was the equivalent of 7,000 steps a day, I believe, which was 49,000 steps a week. This one has been going reasonably well, apart from the weather catching me occasionally. I think I've made my 49,000 almost every week. There might have been a week or two where I was about, well, I don't think I've ever been more than 7,000 short. So that one may form the basis of a new challenge, although I might change it along with so it combines in with my exercise goal. The exercise goal was the next one I had on my list, and I wanted to do at least like 15 minutes of exercise, of a defined exercise every day. This one has not been going well at all. I'm just not the type of person to work out very often at home. So obviously I do my 2 workouts a week officially. I go to the gym on Saturdays and I do my Zumba class on Tuesdays, but the rest of the time I do just enjoy my walking. So I think for my next challenge I'm going to combine the steps and the exercise challenges and say I have to do at least an hour of activity of some description every day. And I think I might make a certain percentage of it having to be outside to keep encouraging me to do my outdoor walks. So I might say it has to be at least, say, 20 minutes outside and do an hour over the day. I think that might be a good compromise with that one. Oh, just bear with me, I'm holding my camera and my arm's starting to fall asleep slightly. So yeah, I think I might do that. The next goal was to drink 2 litres of water a day. This one I have been struggling with a little bit, especially over the last couple of weeks with the exam stress that I've been under. There's been a good couple of weeks where I've not met this goal very well at all. I am, apart from the last couple of weeks, generally I'm quite good at it during the week, but I do struggle on the weekends. So I think this will definitely have to stay at a goal. Whether I leave it at 2 litres for my next attempt or push it up to either 2.25 or 2.5, I'm not sure yet. I'll see what my overall completion score is for the water for this challenge and make that decision there. But I think it definitely needs to stay in the challenge as a goal because the hydration is definitely key for me. The next challenge for me was the reading. I decided to do either 10 pages or 10 minutes, depending on whether I was reading physically or listening to my audiobooks. This is another one that I've had reasonably good success with. I've been listening to some like self-improvement type audiobooks on my way into work in the mornings. So that gives me a good 20 minutes, half an hour for the 5 days a week I'm in the office. So that definitely ticks it off on those days. What I am struggling with slightly is doing some physical reading at the weekend, which is something I want to work on for the second half of this challenge. I do have a reasonably decent sized physical TBR that I want to get through, and I'm starting to run low on my Audible credits as well. So there will come a point probably in a week or two's time where I will run out of audio books to read, and I don't want to actually buy new credits, which I know I can do, but I do want to encourage myself to do my physical reading, so I am going to try that for the end of the challenge. And the last rule I set for myself was to do some form of crafting every day, because I know that helps my mental and emotional well-being, and I find it very relaxing and I like creating things. So I have been doing, over the last week or so since my exam, I have been doing very well with that. I've been doing something almost every day. In the run-up to my exam, that one did slip slightly. Something had to give when I was trying to fit the revision and the studying in, most of which was done quite last minute, unfortunately. So I'm hoping to plan better for my next exam, so the studying is not so crammed and last minute, and hopefully that will allow me to keep my crafting in my schedule. But as I said, that is definitely going to be one I'm working on for the second half, and should hopefully go a lot better for the second half of the challenge. So overall it is going reasonably well. I've been weighing myself every Monday for the challenge, and for the first couple of weeks I did reasonably well and did lose some weight. I don't actually have my numbers with me right at this moment, but I will see if I can put them up on the screen here. I'll just put the amount of weight I've lost. I'm not necessarily wanting to share my actual weight on the internet, but I will put the numbers that I've lost up on the screen. And then in the last couple of weeks with the exam stress, as I said, my diet went out the window, my hydration went a little bit out the window as well, so I have unfortunately put a chunk of that back on. I did weigh myself today, which is unusual for me, but because it's the midpoint of the challenge I thought it would be a good idea to weigh myself today. And today at the midpoint of the challenge I am half a pound down on what I started. So although I did lose some and then gain some back, I am still down overall. And obviously the first thing this morning I did take my video, which I have not looked at yet. I'm going to look at that at the end of the day, because I do not want that to cloud my judgment of the rest of this challenge until I've actually looked at it and I'm editing this video. But I will put that in near the end for you. But that's a quick update on how I've been getting on with my tasks. So I will see you in a bit, probably for another quick update as to how I'm feeling and how I think everything's going. But I will be doing that after I finished work, because I have got to go back in now. So I will see you for that in a bit. Yeah, so just to finalise this update, I just thought I'd come in and chat about anything, my thoughts and feelings on the challenge so far. So to carry on from actually what was filmed yesterday, I was meant to film this little bit later on in the day, but the rain was so hard when I left the office. I did try and film in my car before I left work, and you couldn't hear me talking over the noise of the rain hitting the roof. So I'm just going to re-record this today, and then I can put it all together for you. Yep, so just to finalise, I think the beginning of the challenge, the first couple of weeks, I definitely had really good motivation, and I did see some reasonably nice weight loss results, which was quite promising. And then obviously I had the couple of weeks with all the exam stress and other stuff playing on my mind, which meant the challenge did go a little bit downhill. It took a bit of a back seat to my studying, and obviously I did put that little bit of weight back on, but overall I am still down slightly. I have had a chance to look at my beginning and middle videos, and although I can't see a lot of difference personally, I think there might be a little bit of difference in my body shape, but there doesn't seem to be a dramatic change. But I'm not doing the most on my exercise. I'm definitely not doing a lot of weights or anything else, and as I said, I haven't over the whole time lost a lot of weight, so I wasn't necessarily expecting to see a lot of change, but I'm definitely feeling much happier in myself. I feel I'm feeling fitter and stronger thanks to the gym sessions and my dance classes. So I'm definitely going to continue with it, and I'm hoping that the second half of the challenge has a more positive outcome. So I will continue on with the challenge, and I will see you at the end for my final results. I will put my before and after videos on the end of this update for you, just so you can see them as well. But as I said, I don't think there's a huge amount of difference, and with the small amount of weight loss I wasn't expecting to see anything major. But yeah, I will put those on now, and I'll see you when I finish the challenge. Good luck if you are doing this challenge for however long you have left, or if you're wanting to start the challenge, do let me know, as I'd love to follow along. I will probably be doing a version 2 after I finish this, but I'll let you know as and when that starts, and we will continue on this journey, and I will see you in that last update. Bye.